hey, folks, last year we had almost 4,000 power outages in all 50 states that with these storms, just the power outage claims were $800 million.
And think of the loss of all of the merchants that have refrigerated or frozen product and all of the homeowners in the same situation that have deep freezes full, that all that product is gone. I mean, it's after 3 or 4 days, it's ruined.
That's crazy. You mentioned food, and you can't have perishables out for more than, I like to say, 2 hours. Some people stretch it to 4. But let's use my overcautious example. Your perishables, those things in your refrigerator that are going to go bad, shouldn't be above 40 degrees for more than, in my view, 2 hours. Other folks say 4 hours. How about getting one of those little digital thermometers that we can stick into the perishables to say, okay, 41, this is history. Obviously, if you've got repairs that you need to do because of fire, wind, hail, you got to make those temporary repairs and keep those receipts. And I always say, Gary, have we done our job around our house? Do we have piled up leaves and bushes and stuff we should have been knocking down that's a fuel center, for a fire if it were to start? Have we fire braked our own houses? Do we live close to a fire department? Most people don't know. If you live close to a fire department, you can save 20% on your homeowner's insurance. And even if you just have as little as fire extinguishers or a fire alarm, or you upgrade your old wiring, save 20% on that homeowner's insurance. So it's really, really important.
One of the things that you mentioned, do you live close to a fire department? This was a story that was done by one of the local television stations, and I thought it was very important. This couple moved into a home in a subdivision, and right outside their property was a hydrant. They assumed, as I would, quite frankly, that it was a fire hydrant. It was not. It was a hydrant, but it did not produce water that the fire department could hook up to. It was sold to them saying by the realtor, now see, you got a hydrant right out there. Well, they made the bad assumption that she meant a fire hydrant. She said it was a hydrant. She was in the clear. She pointed out a hydrant, but it was not a fire hydrant. Well, their house burnt down. Why? Because the fire department came out. They didn't have a water supply. They didn't bring a tanker. And the house burnt down. And so, by God, just don't make the assumption that hydrant that you have in your neighborhood is necessarily a fire hydrant. Had I not seen this on the CBS affiliate, I would have been as ignorant as these people were that there are hydrants that are not fire hydrants. I didn't know that.
I had no idea. And as I walk my dog around, the old days of being able to see a bright red fire hydrant, you'd have to look hard to miss it. And I know things are different today. If you got a hydrant out in front of your house, a friendly call to your local fire department to do a drive-by and actually tell you what's out there. They're super nice, men and women that work at our local fire department. My point was, hey, look, if you live close to a firehouse, it's worth 20%.